And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Tory Taylor, to do the honors. And we're underway from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on first. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Bears force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
Coming out throwing is Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Set. Set, go.
Williams from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Ready.
3rd down. Here's Williams. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Cardi's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Viking 18. Ready.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Yep.
3rd and long for him here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Throw left side, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here we go.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Okay, break.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
70 range. 70 range. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
On the jump.
2nd and 3 now.
Set.
Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working from the gun, Williams. Brought in right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're running the option, short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 14. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Set it.
Williams with 3rd and long. Cut out left. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Right there, right, go.
They'll try it left with B-Rod. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Hot, hot.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears hold a slim 2-point lead early. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18, trap 60, trap 60.
They're going play action. Wilson's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some juice. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now two. But here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Williams set to pass. Has the connection to Adunze. Rolling into enemy territory. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go! Hey, check that. Street.
Williams will look to throw. Moore's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready! 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. Go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he has it up towards mid. He's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ready?
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check go.
Throwing it again here. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
19 tight, 19. Ready?
They are throwing it again. He lets one fly deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Throw on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be Bears football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Williams to throw on first. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Hey, smash Bronco.
Out of the shotgun and give to Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. Go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Big Lion.
from the 43. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jared Verse on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Williams to throw on third. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ready.
To throw is Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Get it.
First down, Williams. Caught, nice gain left side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Cut 19. Here we go. Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Get up.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's back to throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
70 range. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. 19 Lions. Go.
One final shot before halftime. He's trying another one deep. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a short gain of 1. And that's a Chicago first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
70. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Set.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. This time it's a passing play. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Williams. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They'll throw on first. This is reeled in by Wilson. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's go.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
79 Bronco. Ready.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Okay, break.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set up. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has the connection to Adunze. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
On the set.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Williams from the gun. Pass cut by Adunze. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw by Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he gets him around 6 there. Jared Verse on the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On the double.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and
60
4.
Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18. 70.
Running behind center with Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut.
Williams on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Rams will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 65 cat, 65 cat.
Throwing now from the gun. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing now, off play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
19 tight, 19, Dragon 60.
From midfield now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. It's taken in by Williams. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Finds a man right side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go.
Quick throw right side. And he's taken down at the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Go!
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
Quick throw to the left is complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready? 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Hut, hut!
from the 24. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Take go.
Swift gets it on the option. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set up. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Blitz coming for Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hup.
Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Williams to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. At the street, at the street.
1st down, here's Swift. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Come on, come on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Unlock Lion, unlock Lion.
Staying grounded with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready.
And on this 3rd down, Rams electing to go with a dime set.
70 Timberwolf. Set. Ready. Mustang 19. Go.
Looking to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
They run with Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set go.
From the gun, Piron. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18, 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal, 18
The flag
Cardinal.
comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
Got it, ready?
Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here.
Set. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Go.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Ready, ready.
Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. Has his man. It's Swift. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears holding on to a field goal lead. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Ready up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Setting up to pass. This pass caught by Nakua. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
After 11. Here we go, set. 70 range. Go.
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
The Bears bringing out an extra defensive back or two. 3rd down coming up.
Warriors 17. 19 right. Let go.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here. So the Bears come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.